Well, fans may remember my next guest as the Salvatore brothers on the hit CW show Vampire Diaries. And since then, the two on-screen brothers kept the brotherly bond going with an exciting new project. Ian Somerhalder and Paul Wesley join us now. What's up, gentlemen? You are immersed in these barrels of whiskey here on the set. This is a personal favorite of mine because I happen to be a fan of this particular spirit. Before we get into it, the two of you played brother vampires for 8 years on the Vampire Diaries. Heck of a run right there. Ian, your character lived. Paul, sadly, your character did not. What did you guys think of the ending? Were you happy with it?
Well, we both wanted to die at the end of the show. We wanted the brothers to go out with a bang together. And we were fighting over who would die. And I ended up getting it. And, you know, you were a little jealous. You have to admit you were a little jealous.
Here's the deal. Let's define jealousy. Hold on one second. So what Paul and I were discussing listen, ultimately these guys came into town. They destroyed everything. You know, they met Elena, who was this 17-year-old kid. She turned into a killer. She burned down her house. She's like, you know what I mean? I just thought
family show.
I just felt that it was more poetic for these two brothers to go away and then to let these humans sort of resettle back into their town. But whatever, I lost that.
You lost that.
I lost that battle. I lost a lot of battles. But
you guys continue to win, though, because you now have a new bourbon, which, by the way, I am a fan. I got to tell you, I got a little cocktail right here. Now, for someone, I happen to be familiar, but for someone who has never heard of this particular whiskey before, because not, as you know, not all whiskeys are bourbon, but bourbon is a whiskey. How would you describe it?
Well, this is straight bourbon whiskey, right? So it's age a minimum of 4 years. The idea was building a bourbon that was approachable right out of the bottle, right? We are firm believers that life kicks you in the teeth, your bourbon doesn't have to. And right out of the bottle, it's smooth enough for someone who doesn't know or even like bourbon, and complex enough for us who really do love and appreciate bourbon.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, you're going to show me how to make a particular cocktail. So let me put this one down.
Yeah, man.
And let's get right into it. What are we making?
So this is called Blood Brothers, right?
Okay.
So we're going to start with 3 ounces of Brothers Bond.
Okay.
So Mario, we're going to get 3 ounces.
We're going to get 3 ounces in there.
0.75 ounces of lemon juice. So there's 2 of us. So we're going to do
like it already.
Full OZ. 0.75 of simple syrup. So there's 2 of us, obviously. So we're going to go
get it.
1/2. We're going to do some ice in this sucker.
Okay, got the ice.
I'm going to get that in there. Yeah. Now we're going to shake this happily and vigorously for about 10 seconds. Yeah, baby. Come on, man.
There it is, Mario.
There it is.
There it is.
Get a little routine going. Hey. Oh. Hey. All right.
All right. Now, we're going to strain this over fresh ice.
There we go. There it is.
Now, top it off.
We top it off with just a little bit of port wine.
Oh.
I think it's...
oh, look at that. That's interesting. Okay. Got that.
Oh, and that's the blood.
That's the blood.
That's the blood.
Cheers.
Salute.
Cheers,
Salute,
man.
gentlemen. Let's see.
Check this out, brother. Salute.
Cheers, brother.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. Solid drink there, boys. All right. Now that we have our drinks, I want to play a little game, because it's always fun to play little games when you're drinking. This is a little game of Never Have I Ever. I will make a statement. If you've done the thing that I mentioned, you drink and tell us what happened. Ready?
All right.
All right. Never have I ever gone racing with Jay Leno.
Cheers.
Oh.
Wait, all right. So here's what happened. So I was on, I was pretty young. I just moved into town. I was a young actor, and I got my first job, and I immediately bought myself a Mercedes Benz. And I had no money in the bank.
Yeah, you did he got a check for like $52,000, and he spent 50 of it on the car.
Yeah, and then
smart investment.
That's what you do, right?
Right.
So anyway, I'm on Ventura Boulevard. I'm with there's a girl, I think it was my girlfriend at the time, maybe soon to be girlfriend. And I see this like old vintage Ferrari, and I'm like, I gotta race that guy because, you know, I want to show off in front of the girl. And I pull up and I'm like, hey, I start honking. I'm like, lower your window. I'm like, you want to race? and the window like slowly goes down, and it's Jay Leno. And he's like, and he just looks at me, and he goes, "I'll race you for the girl." And then I was like, "All right." And then we took off and raced. Needless to say, he beat his Ferrari beat my my Mercedes.
So he beat you in a race, and he took your girlfriend. Great story.
And he took the girl. I know. I still own him.
All right, next question, gentlemen. Never have I ever ended up nude on 60 Minutes. Oh. Let's hear this. Oh, okay. Let's hear this story.
Yeah, I was in the fashion business. I was 16. I'm in Milan during the shows. I always did these like the women's shows, which is really crazy. It's because you're so pretty. It's I don't know about that, but it's usually like 35 naked supermodels running around and about 3 dudes. And I was wearing a white Dolce & Gabbana suit, and I had black underwear underneath. So this guy comes over to me, he screams at me in Italian, and he says, "You have to take those off." So I took them off. Then right as I took them off, someone needed to steam the pants. So there goes my pants, just gone. And so I realized, well, now I'm basically standing here completely naked in this crazy big room. So all of a sudden I see this 60-minute crew with this 60-minute camera and the little thing on it come by, and they're shooting everything. And it was pretty wild. So cut to my girlfriend at the time, her dad sees this on 60 Minutes.
Those are pretty impressive stories back to back. I like it. Gentlemen, congratulations on the Spirit. Ian and Paul, big thank you. And listen, Brothers Bond Bourbon is available online and in stores in select markets starting May 1st. Of course, please drink responsibly.